Hello gaming and welcome back to Mass Effect. Alright, so we are about to continue. We've cleared out the labs. We are heading forward to set off the bomb. Spent about a half an hour accidentally recording the wrong stuff. And now we are back to where we started. Alright, this is fun.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
Calm down.
I'm not going to hurt you. Who are you?
Ranith the Noctis, neurospecialist. But this job isn't worth dying over, or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
Why should I trust you?
Give me one reason I should help you.
I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
Tell me about your research.
What were you studying here?
It's that ship, Sovereign. It emits some kind of signal. Undetectable, but it's there. I've seen the effects. Saren uses it to influence his followers. To control them. It's called indoctrination. Direct exposure to the signal turns you into a mindless slave, like the Solarian test subjects. But there's collateral damage, too.
Collateral damage?
What do you mean by collateral damage?
Sovereign's signal is too strong. Spend too much time near the ship and you feel it, like a tingle at the back of the skull. It's like a whisper you can't quite hear. You're compelled to do things, but you don't know why. You just obey. Eventually, you just stop thinking for yourself. It happens to everyone at the facility. My first test subject was the man I replaced. Now I just want to get out of here before it happens to me.
Saren's interest.
Why is Saren researching this? Isn't he the one controlling it?
The signal comes from the ship. It makes us obey Saren, but I don't think he controls it. Not exactly. I think he's scared it might be affecting him. Indoctrination is subtle. By the time the effects become noticeable, it's usually too late.
Of course. Sovereign's signal.
Tell me more about this signal.
Signal's not exactly the right word. There is some kind of energy field emanating from the ship. It changes thought patterns. Over time, days, maybe a week, it weakens your will. You become easier to manipulate and control, but it's a degenerative condition. There's a balance between control and usefulness. The less freedom a subject maintains, the less capable it becomes.
Alright. You're free.
I'm gonna blow this place to hell and gone. If you want to make it out alive, you better start running.
What? You can't. But I'll never. Ah!
You'll have more time than the Solarians get.
Enjoyed that, Commander.
I did not enjoy it, and if I did, I would have gotten renegade points. Yep, I pressed the wrong button. Let me try again. There we go. Moving on. Alright, open door, please. Something very important down here we need to see. Up here we need to see.
Commander, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
Alright. Let's see what this one does. Good job, Shepard. Looks like you didn't fight it this time. You just watched the sequence. I'm glad neither of you are concerned for my health.
This is not good.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am Sovereign.
The ship?
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
I don't stand alone.
There is an entire galaxy of races united and ready to face you.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
I don't understand.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us, letting us advance to the level they need, then wiping us out.
Why are you doing this?
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Who created you?
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
Are there more of you?
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
I will stop you.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine. And machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Okay then. Not sure how it did that.
We got trouble.
What's wrong?
Hit me, Joker.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This console's been disabled. Orders, Commander.
We're done here.
Let's head to the breeding facility. Joker can pick us up after we set the nuke.
Alright, here we go. Back to the mission. Look who's waiting for us. You will not charge at me.
Careful turning from your position, Diego. Looks like Shadow kicked a sensitive spot. Alenko, head them off. Hold them.
Alright, now this bridge is dropped and the other bridge is raised. How did you live that? Done and done. 3 Krogan down. Alright. So now we know that the ship Sovereign is not just a ship, it is a Reaper. And it is indoctrinating people, not Saren. Saren is worried that he himself is being indoctrinated. Alright, let's see what's in these crates. Ooh, a Brawler 10. That might actually be worth it. It's been such a long time since I've replaced anything. Let's see. I highly doubt there's... Oh... Kovalov 10 is pretty close to being good. Accuracy goes far too far down, but that's okay. Okay, the pulse rifle, of course. And these are all 9s. I could probably sell my 9s at this point. Do I want higher accuracy or higher heatsink? Alright, anyway. No shotgun has come even remotely close to beating what I currently have. Brawler 10 doesn't even come close to it either. The only thing that's better is the heatsink capacity. 239 to 239, 65 to 79, 13 to 18. So Brawler is the best out of Stiletto and Brawler. Still not as good as what I'm using. These 7s are just so much better than everything else. I wish I could have gotten a 10 of these, but apparently the 10 of those don't exist, so Volokov is the other one that does really well. So Volokov 10 is probably the best I'm gonna get. No need to update that. Chameleon Tool. Explorer 10. How terrible. Mercenary 10. Well, it has slightly better damage, but that's about it. And everything else is worse. Alright. Moving on. Shall we bypass? Yes, we shall. Bypass. Okay, there we go. Storm's coming. And that's why we're shutting it off. I don't know if I think I killed it. I saw something flaming up in the sky. You must stop this. Predicted the shot and then it didn't move far enough. There we go. You guys were nice enough to cooperate with me. Alright, let's take out the AA guns. First we grab this. Okay, oh, wait. Let's grab this. let's turn off the AA gun.
Look out! They followed us up.
Well, they're gone now. Now we wait for the elevator. Whoa!
Good work on the gun, Shadow Team. Now it's our turn.
Alright, so they're going to set charges to take out their gun. Alright. Here we go. Aid station. Door control.
That's it. We need to clear the gate and set those charges.
I remember you guys being more difficult.
Charges set. Everyone bunker down. Bunker down.
Alright, so they're taking out the other AA gun.
All right! Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about.
Right, the AA
Bring
guns
this
are
in.
down.
I'll get as close to the site as I can.
There it goes. Last time I didn't catch it flying over. Hello, Normandy.
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, do you read me?
I read you.
The nuke is almost ready, Lieutenant. Get to the rendezvous point.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Normandy, pick them up.
Get them out of there, Joker. Now!
Negative. It's too hot. You can't risk it. We'll hold them off as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the nuke. Go get them and meet me back here.
Good idea.
Up to the AA tower. Move!
Alright. We're gonna take our usual squad. Because why would we do anything else? There goes the Normandy. Back to a safe position, I assume. Here we go. That wasn't what I wanted to do. There we go. You wanna stop shooting me in the face? There we go. Alright, let's get going. We got a Caden to save. Alright, let's see now. I don't think there's anything of interest over here. But there is something of interest over here. Thank you, Crate.
Reinforcements. We better hurry.
Chief, we just spotted a troop ship inbound to your location.
It's already here, and is bleeding Geth all over the bomb site.
I'm coming back.
Hold on, Chief. I'm coming back to get you.
Negative! It's too late for us! There's just too many of them! I'm activating the nuke!
Just hold on.
What are you doing, Chief?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what! It's done, Commander. Go get the lieutenant and get the hell out of here!
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
Alright. So you have the option to choose Ashley or to choose Caden. And I already said Ashley's not making it back from this one, because I don't like her anymore. So going after Caden.
Alenko, radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
Yes, Commander.
You know it's the right choice, LT.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Ash. I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
So here's the thing. I always thought that you had to do the final fight at the bomb. So if I had chosen Caden to join me at the bomb team, then we'd be going back to the bomb site, which makes more sense that, Saren would want to stop the bomb above all else, but it also makes sense that Saren is far more interested in stopping Shepard, because anybody can stop a bomb if they do it, if they know what they're doing, especially robots designed to stop bombs, or with AI intelligence. Shepard is literally the outlier that worries him the most. Super Squad. Alright, into position.
Watch the corners! Suppressing fire!
Oh, here it is. See, I never expected that we would have a fight in a location I've never fought before. But there he is. Wearing his do-rag and everything.
This has been an impressive diversion, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
So make me understand.
Why are you doing this?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead, but what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
It's not that simple.
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
But it isn't working, is it?
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Sure. Geth.
Why are the Geth following Sovereign?
They believe Sovereign to be some kind of god, the pinnacle of their own evolution. But the reaction of their deity is most telling. It is insulted. Sovereign does not desire the pitiful devotions the Geth hurl at it. They are just tools, and no amount of belief on their part will change that. But as tools, they are useful. They will survive the coming invasion.
If organic life is to survive, we must also prove we are useful. We must work with the Reapers.
The conduit.
Tell me why Sovereign needs the conduit. Tell me what it is. Maybe we can find a way to stop them.
The conduit is the key to your destruction and my salvation. Sovereign needs my help to find it. That is the only reason I have not been indoctrinated.
You are indoctrinated.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
Join me.
Together we can stop Sovereign. We don't have to submit to the Reapers. We can beat them.
I no longer believe that, Shepard. Visions cannot be denied. The Reapers are too powerful. The only hope of survival is to join with them. Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
How can you do this?
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Can't even see that he's totally and utterly indoctrinated. Okay. I forgot. Off he goes, being called back by his master. Meanwhile, we're getting out of here. I don't know what she's shooting at, but...
Alright, everybody, hang on!
Yay! Sorry, I shouldn't be so happy to lose somebody.
I can't believe that Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
She was a good soldier.
Williams knew the risks going in. She gave her life to save the rest of us.
But why me? Why not her?
Don't blame yourself.
It wasn't your call, Alenko. I had to choose. I chose you.
But if I'd done my job, you wouldn't have had to make that call.
Don't blame yourself.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. The only one to blame here is Saren.
Yes, sir, We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
Do it!
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
I think this would be clearer. This is the only part that's clear.
Incredible. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect my...
This is important.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
That's it? Anything else?
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
You never mentioned this.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted?
Good point.
Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
Let's go.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
We'll be careful.
The conduit's on Ilos, and that's where Saren is headed. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to...
Oh boy.
I am sorry. The joining is... exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Are you okay?
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Alright.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Do it.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Vermar was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
We've got bigger problems.
The Krogan would have served Sovereign. A Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
You have to believe me.
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports. The ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
You need proof?
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to take something I say on faith, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
Good luck, Commander. From all of us.
So they'll do nothing, but it's up to me to save the universe. Got it. Alright, let's start off by doing the rounds. We just finished a major story mission. I need to sell a bunch of stuff. I also need to buy anything of use. I'm gonna check on my female companion first. Actually, let me check the locker first. Nope, nothing new there. And then we'll check on Caden.
Commander, Are you coming to check up on me?
It's the same old thing as the last time. Now you see what I mean by one-dimensional. I mean, I know this is the first game, so I can't hold it against him too much.
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
So do I.
He's become a slave to the Reapers, and he can't even see it.
He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
We'll never know.
Whatever Saren's reasons may have been, they're long gone now. He has to be stopped.
Yes, I suppose you're right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
Indeed.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright. Kaidan? I hope you're not beating yourself up about Ashley.
Anything you need, Commander?
About Williams.
I wanted to see how you're dealing with Ash's death.
Dealing, sir. Sorry for anything I said back there. Adrenaline.
You and me both.
I understand. I don't like losing people either.
I've served for years, but never lost a soldier under my command. Not to hostile action, anyway. If you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Elysium?
I vowed to do better.
It was my job to get everyone out safe. I failed. I vowed not to let that happen again. Same here. I'll remember her, and I'll do better for her.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do. Thanks for the advice, sir.
Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
Tactical appraisal.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, I don't know. We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy. Should I be afraid of them? Or in awe of them? Anything so old, so intelligent.
They're old, alright.
Yeah, they've been around a while. So were the Turians. We gave them a boot in the ass.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boot, Commander.
That is a great line from a great book. Actually, a great book series. What's it called? I don't remember.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
I can't remember what it is. It's gonna bug me. They made a movie out of it. Ender's Game! The Ender's Game series. There's a line in that series where, in one of the books, not the original story, where Bean learned something important that day. If you're an ant no. If you have to be an ant or a boot, be the boot.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, let's see. I'm assuming that you probably don't have anything that I want. And you still don't have anything that I want. All the 10s. Couple of 9s. Wow, you don't even have the usual. You don't have the 7s that I usually take. The 7s that I'm currently using, I should say. Alright, let's sell off a bunch of stuff. 7s and 8s and 9s. No, we'll keep the 9s. I should get rid of the 9s. I have so many of them. Tell you what, let's do that. Yeah, we gotta keep the 9s. Garrus?
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
I've thought, and he escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that.
I'm glad you see it, though.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
No more gunnery, Chief. And his locker we can't look at.
Commander, things got heated back on Vermont. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
Thank you.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
Agreed.
We'll have him soon enough. Then he can answer for his crimes.
He'll do more than just answer if I have anything to say about it.
I know.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright, here they are.
You have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. The captain considers the mission a success. I defer to his judgment.
Let me see what you have.
Nothing. Oh, a Unity amp. That's crap. Alright.
It was an honor working with you, Commander Shepard. Despite the losses, our mission was a success. My superiors will duly honor Chief Williams for her actions. Her sacrifice has earned humanity a great deal of respect from my people.
I'll miss her.
Ash was a hell of a soldier. She knew what the risks were, but she did what she had to.
Of course. The grim reality that every soldier must accept. Rest assured, Commander, my men and I will not forget what you have accomplished here. We will leave your ship as soon as you reach your next destination. Perhaps we will have the opportunity to work together again someday.
I know we will. And I wanted to look at Liara. See if I got some better weapons for her. Yeah, we'll give you that. Currently using a Solikov 9. We don't have anything close to that, so... Brawler 10. Let's give you that. I know, but Brawler 10 is the best weapon, so... let me change your stuff here. Don't know if we have snowbound rounds 10. Oh, we do. Okay, we'll give you that. Definitely need to give you a better combat scanner. There we go. And kinetic coil 10, heck yeah. Currently using a Volokov. Harpoon is close. Punisher is close. Volokov, never mind. Okay, Nexus. Logic Arrest Tool 5 is the best we got. Nexus is not great. Chameleon is not great. And then the amps. Savant amp is the best amp. You've got the best amp. There you go. Any better armor for you? Probably not. Wow, Scorpion's better. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, these are both the same. Okay, so that's Scorpion. Let's try Ursa. I think I like Ursa better. Medical interface. Do we have a better medical interface yet? Medical exoskeleton, heck yeah. And then shield modulator. Shield interface, there we go. Alright. Now I want to look at my equipment. Sledgehammer rounds. Do we have sledgehammer rounds 10? Nope, we're back in the 9s already. So we'll leave you like that. Kinetic coil 10 we'll give you. And then we can give you combat optics 9. Even though I shouldn't. But I did. Let's see. High explosive rounds 10. Heck yeah. Kinetic coil, I should have given that to her. Oh well. And then combat optics 9. Okay. Uninstall. 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 Okay then. So, no matter what, I can't uninstall these. I always return to whatever the cheapest one is. Alright, let's upgrade my stuff again. Hold on. Explosive rounds 10, kinetic coil 10, and combat optics 9 is the best I got. Okay. Let's see, I know I have medical exoskeleton 9. Yep, medical exoskeleton 9 is all we need, which is what we already have equipped. Kinetic exoskeleton. Wait, is this 9? I highly doubt I have a 10. Yeah, I don't have a 10. Okay. Alright, leave it as is. Alright, let me talk with Tali, and then we'll be all set to hit the Citadel one last time.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
I love how she just doesn't have anything to say about what we just did.
See you later.
It's always at least one. She got everything she needed from those Geth. So yeah, after replaying this time, I'm seeing where there are definite flaws in dialogue and various other things. It's not necessarily a bad thing, especially since this is the very first game. But yeah, just things to think about. And most of these things were improved upon the next game, which was vastly different. I disliked how it didn't feel like Dungeons & Dragons anymore, because I was very happy about it feeling like the fact that you could buy armor and it changes what your armor looks like, and you could get guns and they do different things and have different stats. I really liked that. And when they took that away in the second game, I was upset about it for the longest time.
To the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
Good.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Of course. We're headed back to the Citadel. We don't have a choice in the matter. Alright, welcome back.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
That's not enough.
You think a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Send me after him.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch.
We have the situation under control.
What about the conduit?
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
What about the Reapers?
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
And you're all fools.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
Of course.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
This is a mistake.
Are you insane? After everything I've done, you still don't believe me?
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Commander. Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry.
It wasn't you.
It's not your fault.
It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did. The Council owes you everything, everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy.
There are bigger issues.
I don't care if they ground me, but they refuse to go after Saren. If they don't stop him from finding the conduit, we're all dead.
Perhaps we could appeal, and get them to reverse their decision.
I tried.
I pushed them as hard as I could. They wouldn't budge.
So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction?
Stay strong.
We're out of the game for now, but I'll find a way back in.
I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way.
Here we go. And this is the part that got the game labeled as the most realistic sex simulator
Commander. Got a message from Captain
ever made. Give me the message.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
You should probably go meet with him.
I was wrong, that's not yet. Seriously though, like, this game got such bad flack for one, 2-minute sex scene. Alright, Rex, we're gonna take you with us for now. We're just leveling people up right now.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alright, squad, let's level you up. You don't have full first aid, so we're gonna dump points into that. And you do whatever the heck you want. Equipment for Rex. Oh. Crossfire 10, sure, we'll give you that. Pulse Rifle 10. That's right, Ashley was using the Pulse Rifle. We'll give you the Pulse Rifle. This is the weapon that you use, though. Solikov 9. I think I gave the Solikov 10 to somebody already. There's nothing remotely close. Well, Avalanche is remotely close. Now, I'm gonna keep you on the Solikov. I can give you high explosive rounds 10. We can give you a combat optics 9. And frictionless materials 10. There you go. You're using a brawler. I don't have a brawler 10 anymore. I have a brawler 9 though. Or I could give you a stiletto. Roller 9's gonna be better. There you go. Sniper doesn't really matter, but I'll give you a better harpoon. There you go. Alright, let's look at the amps. Polaris is probably... Oh, yeah. Polaris 10 is a better version of what you already have, so... I'll give you that. We do have some prodigies. They're not very good. Alright, do we got any better armor? Mantis. Yes! I knew Mantis was for you. Ugh. Looks ugly, but it's good. It's good armor. Alright, let me... Combat exoskeleton... 9 and 10, so we'll give you 10. And medical exoskeleton, we have to give you a 9. There we go. Alright, now can I switch my team? Hello?
Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down. Ambassador Udina gave the order.
I understand.
Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down.
I literally can't enter, okay. Just wanted to change out my crew, level them up, but that's okay. Of course I'm gonna do the rounds like I always do.
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away. The veteran soldier who won the love of his troops during conflict with the Batarians died of natural causes. Kahoku is survived by his wife and 3 children, who are planning a small private memorial service.
Kahoku did not die of natural causes. He died of Cerberus causes. But they can't say that. Alright, let's see if we finally have access to better weapons through here. I highly doubt it, but worth a shot.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you.
Yes! Yes! It finally happened! Oh, sweet beauteous. We finally got him. He had more than enough money to buy them all, too. Fantastic. Hold on, I gotta equip all of them. Yes! Hold on. Okay, we're gonna give you... This is... I'm gonna give you Inferno Rounds 10. I don't have a better one of these, so... Frictionless materials and... Excuse my sneeze. Kinetic coil 9... Kinetic scram rail? When did I get these? We'll give you kinetic coil 9. Alright. Hell yeah. High explosive rounds. Scram rail. And... yeah, we'll give you the frictionless materials as well. Hehehe, look at this pistol. Alright. We're gonna give you... sledgehammer rounds. Scram rail and frictionless materials. There we go. And you already have everything that you need. So I'm not gonna change a thing. Hell yeah. Alright, we're gonna leave it as is. We don't have anything better than what we currently have. I wish I could find some decent... I need some armor. I need better armor for all my people. Not all my people, most of my people. Alright. We're gonna fast travel. We're gonna start with the Presidium areas, since we're going to a location in the, in the wards. So let's head to the financial district. I highly doubt there's anything for me in Udina's office, but I should check just to be sure, in case I can punch him in the face or something. Although it doesn't really matter much because it's time to end. Alright gaming, thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!